Hello everyone, welcome back to Toy Story 2. My name is Dario. In the last part, we took care of airport infiltration, where we were able to get all the tokens, but also get a new part for Buzz, the hover boots. Yes, Toys discovered hover technology. Oh god, it's that thing again. But so even though they're on the plane to Japan and Woody's about to be lost forever, Buzz and the gang still have time to run back to Al's Toy Barn to take care of something real quick. Gotta get those Pizza Planet tokens, right? I heard if you get 50, you get a free pizza. But in all seriousness, that's what we're going to be doing. There were 3 tokens we weren't able to collect on our journey due to them being out of reach. But the hover boots were the last ones we needed. And it basically makes us so we can get the last chick that's up here. I think this is only as high as we needed to go. We can make it the rest of the way. I still don't know what this room's about. I assume these boxes are meant to weigh, or these lifts are meant to weigh these boxes, maybe. Ooh, speedrun tactic right there. I think I saw that once. I just totally forgot. So we get the last chick that's here, and there we go. So now we just got to collect the rest of them. I think I remember where most of them are. And actually, it's really cool that I'm back here because I get a chance to show this off. So, let's see, where is it over here? So, okay, this box right here, I was watching Toy Story 2 the other day, and this box was actually in the movie. Oh crap, the balls. But yeah, I'll try to show a screen grab of it if I can. But yeah, it was actually in the movie, so kudos to the makers once again, the game makers. They actually did their homework and took something that was there, from the movie. I tried to check around in the scenes around Al's Toy Barn for the other boxes that we see, like Nasty Brain and all that stuff, but like any of these boxes, but obviously they're not in there. But at least one of them were, so it's a little fun fact I bet a lot of people didn't know or cared about. So that's the Mama Chick we got to bring him back to. I think there's another one at the end over here. But I'm glad I get to come back to this level. I really do enjoy it, and it's a chance for us to get to kind of explore, a toy store since they're not around too much. Actually, at the time of this recording, there was just an article about how I was about to say Al's Toy Barn, about how Toys R Us is looking to make a comeback. I forgot what it's like, Jeffrey's Toy Box or something, that's what they're gonna call it, or I think what they're thinking of doing is do pop-up stores maybe, kind of like how here in the US around Halloween there's this store called Spirit Halloween that I think it starts appearing in miscellaneous empty locations in September or so, and then obviously through October they have Spirit Halloween. So I think they're kind of planning the same thing for the toy store, the Toys R Us revival. Probably just keep it around November, December, the holiday season, because that's really where the bulk of stores, the brick and mortar stores, make their, money now. Oh yeah, we needed the hover shoes for this. Oh, we didn't. Let's see. What was I trying to do? Oh wait, now remember, hold up. Easy there. Alright, so if I recall right, we gotta get on top of that hay bale so it shoots us over there. Let me see if I can get this glitch. I know this works. There it is. Haha. I knew I could do it. Alright, so there's the other chick we weren't able to get last time. And the last one is actually over here. I'm gonna take the rocket boots as a little shortcut, even though it probably would have been quicker if I just went now, but oh well. Perfect, so all we gotta do is talk to this chicken man real quick. Actually, you know what I just realized? I think that farmer chicken is supposed to be a play off of the outfit, Al dresses up in the movie. I can't believe it took me that long to realize it. You play this game so much. I've played this game more than I've seen the movie, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it's probably a close race, honestly. You kind of just accept some things you know, you just kind of, I don't want to say take it for granted, but you kind of just like, it's just like in your head, so you don't really think much about it anymore, if that makes sense. Oops. Alright, and with that, we'll finally be closing the chapter fully on this place. Oh, you know what would have been a great bonus level? If they did like Pizza Planet. Do you remember when games back then had like hidden levels? You never see those in games nowadays. Like they always just make them DLC. Total ripoff. But I know like in Bomberman Hero, if you collected all the collectibles in that game, then you unlock like a hidden world with like 3 bonus levels. It was so cool. Crap, you just saw, I'm gonna blur that out, but that was just the level. That was just the name of the level after Airport Infiltration. I don't want to spoil that just yet. So, so we actually got one more level that we're gonna go back to. And if you've been watching the series, you know which one it is. That's right, it's Alleys and Gullies. I knew we'd come back to this level. I love this level so much. Yes. So as usual, pause this video and wait for a rainy day to finish it. So there's 2 things we have to do. We have to collect all the rubber ducks and climb up to the top here. Yes, you can actually climb to the top of these apartment buildings. I know I said that before, but it's just it's still so amazing that you're able to do that. Like I love when games do that, where it's just like you see something that looks like you can climb it and you do it. That was one of the few things I really liked about Breath of the Wild, you know, the Legend of Zelda game. Not that I hated it, I just, you know, could have been better. Anyways, I don't want to spend too much of this video talking about other games. Let's see, so I'm going to collect the other baby ducks in this area first. Shouldn't take too long. I did it once before. I think if you use the rocket boots, you can like jump your way over there, but pretty sure I can make it the normal way too, hopefully. Ooh, bear, just barely. And I actually didn't like my commentary too much when I played this area before, but yeah, it's really hard to do commentary for games. Interesting commentary, I'll say. Like, okay, I take that back, because, I mean, it's not terribly hard to do commentary, but it's more like commentary that's relevant. Because there's plenty of things I can talk about, but at the same time, like, I really don't like dating my videos. That sounded like a weird sentence to say. Let me give context. I mean to say, like, you know, if I start talking about, like, oh, like for example, like, at the time of this recording, the newest Spider-Man movie that came out, Far Away From Home, came out today. Now, see, whoever watches this, you know, years in advance is going to be like, oh, well, I know exactly when this was recorded and, you know, what was going on at this time. And, you know, whoever's watching is thinking like, oh, wow, he doesn't even know that they're going to remake this game. Hey, I can dream. Leave me alone. So I really don't like doing that in my videos too much. I don't like really referencing, like, too much of what's going on. Depends on the game really, but for the most part I really do like to focus on the game and things around the game. Because even like talking about Toy Story 2, for example, like, you know, that's referencing the movie and how I feel about it. So it's still relevant, even though it's, I guess you could say it's technically, in a way it does date, you know, make my videos feel dated. But at the same time, when you kind of think about it too, wouldn't it be more interesting to talk about like my life or what's going on? Because, you know, 100 years from now, you know, when they, you know, the archaeologists are going to look back at these like millions of videos people posted like during 2019 and be like, oh, what were people talking about back then? What did people care about? You know, they're going to want to hear about people's day-to-day life, not things they can look up themselves. But I mean, I guess the same can be said for people like back in like, you know, the Stone Age or, you know, the olden days. You know, they didn't really care what people were going to think back then. They just did what they did. Well, I mean, a lot of them barely even lived to like 30, so. Wow, how did we get to this on a Toy Story video? Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So I can get this rubber duck over here. Perfect. And actually, okay, okay, there's been something I've been wanting to talk about. Every time I go back and watch this footage. And... oh, actually, okay, here's something else I wanted to mention. They put the rocket boots here, I guess, just to make it easy for you to kind of get back to where you were. Or I guess there's kind of a convenience for it. I mean, sure. You can actually kind of have... whoa! Actually, oh wait, I take that back. This is kind of fun, actually. Look at, like, all this crazy crap you could do. That's kind of weird how it, like, spawns them, like, in a weird spot. Right, let me just come back up here. I'm, like, wasting time here. I apologize. I do want to get that extra life, though. That's what the main reason I came back up for. I really shouldn't be wasting too much time, though, because it's going to take a while to get up to the top of the apartments over here. Now, as I said before, I really don't know how these grates, like, are able to... there we go, I'm back to 9 lives. That's all I wanted. That's it. That's all that would have made me happy. But, anyways, what I was going to say is what I really wanted to talk about, that I've always heard it in playback when I go back and check these videos. I've never talked about the voice lines in these games. Like, the various voice lines from Rex, Ham, you know, a lot of characters, and even Buzz himself. Like, there are many times where if you just have Buzz standing around, you know, he'll mutter something to himself. Usually a line from the movie. I'm pretty sure they're just ripped straight from the movie, but I always thought it was a cool little detail, you know, something they didn't have to do, but it really does make you feel like you're playing Buzz Lightyear. And it's cool how just like a little something like that goes a long way. So as you saw, we're able to climb these things. We're able to climb these fire escapes due to the grappling hook we got in elevator hop. And so basically what we do is that... actually, I might be able to jump and hit that, but I don't know where the other rubber duck is, so I'm going to try to play it safe. But it's pretty cool how, like I said, you're just able to do this. You're able to climb up these doors and stuff like that, or, you know, these fire escapes. I don't know where these lead. I assume, like, this is an apartment building, and, like, each floor has, like, a separate fire escape to get out of. But, you know, once again, with these types of levels, I always wonder, like, you know, what's happening on the other side of this window? Like, you know, a kid doing his homework, someone playing games, someone sleeping. You know, just, the imagination just goes wild thinking about it. I love it so much. I think I can slide down this? Yes. So something that's kind of a good idea to do is push this box down. And so that way you have in case you fall down, you have an, you know, easier way to get back to, you know, where you were. Pretty clever on the designer's part. It's not a great shortcut. I mean, because if you fall, you still got a lot of ground to make up, but, you know, they tried. Did the best they could. You know, they can't really, you know, implement an elevator here. So, you know, they tried. And as I said, this goes on for pretty... I remember as a kid, actually, I take that back. As a kid, this felt like it took forever because me and my brother would keep falling. So I remember just being in this level for, you know, it would just feel like ages. I think the other rubber duck's in there. Let's see if I can, yeah. I don't remember if I pointed this out, but you see how, like, when I face directly, like, at this, you know, this window over here, you can't see anything? See, there's another one of those lines that are just so great. But anyways, if you face directly at this window, you can't see anything. But then when you turn to the side, all of a sudden it pops in. I guess another little fun fact that I know about is that a ton of games do that, and there's a reason for it. I know it's tied to, like, the field of view. That's what it's called, FOV. And a bunch of games out there do it. And I think it's supposed to have something to revolve with, like, saving memory. Because if you're facing directly at something, like, I think you're, like, rendering it completely, like, you know, fully and stuff like that. Whereas things to the side, like, I don't know. There was like a reason for it. I really would recommend to look it up, but it's fascinating because pretty much almost every single game does it. At least the ones back then, like games, made before a certain time. So, just a little fun fact. And I think I mentioned this before in Elevator Hop, but it was used to be able to just latch onto anything with the grappling hook. And oh my goodness, that would have been so fun if they implemented that, but it would have been so broken at the same time. Okay, I really hope I get this okay. So we're almost at the top. And look how high we are right now. Getting high, you know what I mean? I'll try to show a screenshot of it, but as I mentioned before, like this level in the PlayStation version is actually at night, and it kind of makes me wonder if the N64. I think I did say like the N64 is a better version, or it's assumed to be a better version of the game. Don't know if it actually is, but I actually do like this level more like at this time of day. I feel like it suits it better. Rather than making it completely at night. I guess it would make more sense because, it would, because, Construction Yard was at night, and then this level would be at night, implying everything takes place, like, during the course of one night, but, I don't know. Also, may I just add, these are very randomly placed windows, like, not very consistent at all, but once again, it just further adds to like, what do these, areas look like on the inside? Whoa, I barely just made that. And I think the last, can I see over there? No, I think that's just a 1-up. And I think the last rubber duck is at the top here, so we're gonna finally climb to the top of this very tall building. Yeah, I can hear it. And so this is really cool. You get to run in like the gutter, or the storm drains here. And yes, we're at the top of Alleys and Gullies now. Okay, hold on. This isn't gonna make a lot of sense, but I'm gonna go turn in these ducks right now, and I'll just meet you guys back at the top. I know this looks stupid, but there's a reason for it. I promise. So I'm back at basically at the top, and I just wanted to add, like, is this door tall enough for a human to get in? I mean, I think just barely, but it looks like it was cut off a little bit. And, just once again, I just want to give kudos to the developers, because they really put a lot of time and effort to make this, to make you feel like you're a toy, climbing and crawling and doing things in a world not meant for you. So I just wanted to quickly just mention that again, that company, you guys did such a great job. I really appreciate it. I love this game. I play it so much, and I'm not getting paid by you guys, obviously, but it just really wanted to just compliment you guys. Great job. Well done. You turned a game that could have just been easily forgettable into one that's absolutely memorable, almost as memorable as the movie it's based on. So notice how there's like an extra space between the and clown right there, but I guess just barely being close enough to the trigger just teleports you inside. That was the entrance we were just at. So this is the boss, the clown top boss. I have to admit, this is a pretty cool like battle arena. Like we're fighting like on top of like some buildings, like in the rain. Like look at this, it's just like an epic battle, like a battle of fates, and just so cool. I wish the boss was more memorable, honestly, but fortunately it kind of isn't. But it still looks pretty cool. So I think you can shoot it. I don't know. Let's try it. Oh, you can. Oh, that's way better, actually. Oh, boom. Alright, so this was the reason I wanted to dump off those rubber duckies. So, just so I could do this.
To infinity and
Woo, she just flies into the sky. Oh, wow, the game kind of glitched there. That was pretty cool. Alright, that was completely worth it. Almost got enough for, well, not an extra life, but I'm pretty positive there's no level in this game where you can actually collect like 100 coins. I'm gonna assume probably the highest is like 92. Dang it, show the level again. I gotta hide that. Well, I'm about to show it now, but I'm still gonna hide it because I want to properly debut it as to how I'm about to right now. So, we're finally at an even number again. We're at 45 tokens. We've collected everything in the previous levels. I mean, through the use of cheating a little bit. There actually would have been, you know, there was like one in Andy's neighborhood we would have had to go back to get. There wasn't one in Construction Yard. Oh, I think that was pretty much it. It was mainly just Andy's neighborhood. There might be one I'm forgetting. But anyways, so without all that out of the way, we're finally caught up to where we need to be. And for next time, we're going to be going to the penultimate level of the game, Tarmac Trouble. We're actually going to be running on the runway, chasing down the plane that has Woody in the Roundup game. I'm making it sound a little bit cooler than it actually is, but trust me, it's worth it. This is the biggest level in the game as far as I'm concerned, and it definitely deserves the title of the last, you know, level of the game. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.